What's up guys, it's your boy Chelsea here and I'm back again with another video, and today we're going to talk about the top 10 manhwa. Let go. Medical Return. This manhwa unfortunately is not part of the top 10, but I want you guys to check that out because it is really good. The story is about a guy called Jinwoo who lived his life as a surgeon, but he died in sorrow as he couldn't achieve nothing during his lifetime. So thankfully, a goddess gave him a second chance to relive his life, or reborn, whatever you wanna call it. And now, let's move on to the top 10. Number 10. My Wife is a Demon Queen. This is about a boy called Xiangye who was transferred to another world and ended up being the husband of the demon queen called Isabella. But the thing that caught my attention was that usually the characters that get transferred to another world get superpowers and become overpowered or like get overpowered as hell. But not him, because he didn't get any power, and actually if he wasn't because he was smart, or to be more specific, a genius, he would probably be dead. But yeah, I'm not gonna talk anymore, let's move on. Number 9. The Breaker. You might heard of it or not, but I really like this manga. The story is about Shinmu, a weak boy who gets constantly bullied in school, and he ends up having a teacher which is a martial arts master. And this same teacher trained him and helped him improve himself, not just mentally but physically as well. So if you haven't already, go check this manga. And by the way, this manga has 2 seasons. Season 2 is called The Breaker New Waves. Now let's move on. Number 8. The Gamer. This is about a boy called Jihan that discovered his natural ability, called the Gamer. This ability makes him experience his life in a game-like setting, making him one of the most overpowered characters in the world. Number 7. Battle Through the Heavens. This is about a boy called Xiaoyan who was called trash by a lot of people, including his family, and with the help of a teacher, he sets out on a journey to become stronger. Now let's move on. Number 6. Panlong. This is a very good one, and I recommend you guys to read the novel as well, because that's what I did. And basically the story is about Linlei, a young noble of a declining clan which once dominated the world, and he wants to become stronger to save his clan, and he goes way further than that. But now let's move on to the top 5. Number 5. Sun Can Rock. The story is about Ken, a high school delinquent that loved his classmate Yumi, and after learning that she's moving to Korea to become a police officer, he left his life in Japan and follows her, but accidentally he becomes the head of the local gang, and the story goes on. Number 4. Rebirth of the Urban Immortal Cultivator. This is a story about a guy called Shenfang who died in his previous life, and somehow he was able to return into his young days as a university student living on Earth. And with his knowledge that he gathered in the past life, he turned into one of the most ruthless characters that I know, as he killed all of his enemies like ants, but he was kind to his family and friends. Now let's move on. Number 3. Ranker Who Lives a Second Time. The story is about Ian who had a twin brother that disappeared 5 years ago. One day he found out that his brother was assassinated, so to revenge his brother he had to go in a tower, and then he starts the adventure of the killing machine. Number 2. Solo Leveling. This story is about Jin, an E-rank hunter, which is the worst rank for a hunter, and he was known as the world's weakest. And having no skill to display, he barely earned any money by fighting low-level dungeons, until he found a hidden dungeon with the hardest difficulty within the D-rank dungeons, in which he had to face death, but suddenly he received a strange power, which basically gave him the power to level up and become stronger and stronger, so he changed from the weakest hunter to the strongest S-rank hunter. Number 1. Tower of God. This is the best manga I've seen yet, and it just recently got an anime, so let me know in the comments below if you wanna see like a review or reaction of the anime. And basically the story focuses around a boy called Bam, who has spent his life trapped beneath the tower, but he ended up going inside the tower as he was chasing after his only friend, which is a bit, I'm not gonna say the word. And that's when the challenge of every fall begins. And that's the end. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about my top 10 or what's your top 10 manga. And if you like the video, subscribe, hit a like button if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!